mas agora temos ainda apresentações de estudos de caso. Não são propriamente empresas com ofertas tecnológicas próprias, são promotores que utilizaram a tecnologia existente e vêm-nos falar um pouco das lições que aprenderam com esses casos. I think we have Jürgen waiting. Hello, Jürgen.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, perfect. So, thank you very much for your presence, and please take the floor.
All right, good afternoon in the meantime. Floating PV, new era. I'm representing Solar Technics. Solar Technics as business development manager of Floating PV. Very short because I have to respect the 10-minute time. We are a division of Fabricom, which has a 1.5 billion annual turnover. We are based headquarter in Belgium, but we are EPC contractor in the whole of Europe. And we do PV, rooftop, ground mounted, and recently we started with floating systems as well. And we do the full wrap EPC with long-term warranties, maintenance contracts. So we are in it for a long time, not for the short run in this sector. What I want to present today is just a case study. I won't give an overview of all types of technologies, but show you how reality goes. And we do it with a project in Belgium. The largest one in Belgium is a 7 megawatt project. It consists of the 17,000 modules lying in the north of Belgium, and one floating PV platform. So the 7 megawatt is constructed on about 5 hectares, and it's covering 7% of the lake. We had to use about 58 anchors underwater. You see small dodges there on the picture, between 8 and 14 meter depth, not so deep. They're much larger or deeper projects. And we have installed 20 inverters on the middle row. There you can see some white line. There are 20 inverters installed of SunGrow 250 kVA. The transformer are placed on the land. Sometimes they can do it on the platform as well, but this time they are on the land of 2.5 megawatts. And we had to connect this station 1.5 kilometer further. And you see the factory there of sand producing glass, sand for glass for modules. And they're consuming this energy for about 80%. And the company is called Sibelco. All right, the technology we have used was ZimFloat. This is the same technology has been explained already by BayWa. ZimFloat is a German manufacturer of this technology, and we have chosen this because it's a reliable and very supportive supplier. We have seen some plans, so that gives a lot of comfort that's needed for us. This one is an east-west orientation, as explained already in other technologies. The impact of wind is much lower than a south orientation, and also a low inclination. And of course, for us, it's very important as being on a long term on this project. It has to be an easy and very safe maintenance. The next important step is an anchoring strategy, of issue is anchoring, an anchoring strategy. In a lot of locations, there's very little information available about the composition of the soil. So, or you can do it very expensive tests on the floor, or you try to dimension a little bit with safety, and you do it. You make your solar or anchoring strategy during installation. So here we did a lot of calculations up front. We had a lot of assumptions on the soil, and luckily this was an old mining industry, so they have a lot of know-how about the soil. And we did mooring line calculations with a very specialized company, Blue Sea, and we worked with Water King for the mooring and the anchors. So what you have to do is find a very good balance between safety margins and costs, and you can do it only by more investigation and acting or working with very specialized people. And the role as Solar Technicians is combine all those know-how and make the good balance between everything. What is very special for floating compared to roof-mounted or ground-mounted is the unusual project planning. It is not what we used to do, so we signed a contract for this one in January 2020. And what we did is for 3 months, very deep studies about not only anchoring soil, but also bill of materials, because all these components have to be adapted to water. You cannot just copy a module or copy an inverter or a cable. It has to be very specific. We prepared the site, the civil works, the roads and the cabling to connect during March, June. All the anchoring works was done up front. So you have buoys, temporary buoys, where you can see where your anchors are hanging. And then the assembly for every technology, not only this one, goes very fast. This one, the 7 megawatt, has been built between the 5th of July and the 23rd of July. So only 3 weeks. But a lot of people, a lot of materials on the site, so you need a lot of space. Just give a little film.